Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We got another video for y'all today. We're going to be discussing who the new character tag in Dragon Ball Legends may be. If you haven't checked the news, you haven't heard it from someone else at this point, Dragon Ball Legends posted this on December 31st, New Year's Eve, just before Happy New Year. They just mentioned, the free ticket you get. But in here, there isn't much time left in Legends Festival, but we are planning on introducing a new character tag in January 2023, and we'll be holding a special tournament at Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2023. The big thing there is, of course, a new character tag in the game. I think it's been a little while since we got one. If we go look at the current character tags in the game, you can just go to filter and you can see here, character tags. So it's going to be one of these, not necessarily an episode, I believe. Otherwise, maybe they would have said episode tag. I think it's because they just phrased it as character tag, it's probably going to fit into the character tag designation. And as you know, we have a whole lot of tags. Quite honestly, there's a bunch. Saiyans, hybrid Saiyans, androids, kids, angel, girls, twins, fusion warriors, God Key, GT, rival universe, the specific rival universes of 2, 6, 9, 11, Legends Road, event exclusive. So, very interesting that we're going to be getting a new one. If we go look at episodes, I suppose it's not impossible that it's an episode and they just put it as character tag, because these, I guess, are character tags as well. We got Game Originals, Dragon Ball Saga, Saiyan Saga, just basically all the sagas. Then Dragon Ball Fighters, Anime Originals, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So, a whole bunch of ideas swirling around out there over what is this tag going to be? Who is going to be the new tag? Is it going to be something hype? Because even Legends hypes up everything. I'm sure, as you all remember, they even hyped up, like, the Zenkai when Kale, the red Kale got Zenkai. They even hyped that up. Toshi was like, this unit's great. It was not. It was not great. Just a surprise. It wasn't. And so I'm hoping that this is actually something really cool. So I'm going to switch over to my browser screen here, and we're going to talk about what it might be. All right. And to start it out, we're actually going to use this from DB Zoom. When I was researching what some, popular ideas people had on for what the tags might be, I came across this video that Zoom posted, and basically the gist of it is that he mentions rhyme style here, and this is the key. This is why I'm talking about it. Rhyme style says heroes can't ever happen on Legends, unfortunately. And he says the only reason Dokkan can do it is because Dokkan was older and they have a history now, so they can continue working together because they already had it set in stone. And so basically Zoom here explains that there's something with the legal aspect of heroes that they're not allowed, I guess, to say, to share characters. They want to try and keep it more honed in on their own to try and, they don't want the sales, I guess, to be diluted for heroes, something along those lines. And so, of course, as Zoom mentions himself in this video, that could change. They could change it. They could change their legal stance on it and allow for Legends to get characters from Heroes, because Heroes was a very popular idea for who we could get, because there's so many cool characters from Super Dragon Ball Heroes that obviously people would want and love for them to be playable in Legends. And so I guess it's not likely. Anything could happen. They could change their stance. Who knows? I'm not on the legal team for Bandai or their specific, subsidiaries and all that stuff. But even though it seems that Super Dragon Ball Heroes is not in the cards right now, seems, that we won't be getting that as our new tag, it doesn't mean we can't get Xenoverse and Xenoverse characters. I'm sure, as you all know, that Toa and Mira were in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. If you didn't know, they are in there. You can fight them. It's kind of a cool little side mission thing. And this is important because Kakarot is not like Dokkan. Dokkan, the reason that they work with heroes is because it's an old game, and Kakarot is not. I tried to find a precise list of characters that are owned specifically by Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and I could not come across it. But I did search up, however, that Xenoverse, a lot of Xenoverse is borrowed for Super Dragon Ball Heroes, but that doesn't make it Super Dragon Ball Heroes. And so Toa and Mira, I believe, fall under the category of being Xenoverse characters, and I don't think Xenoverse has that same restriction placed upon them in terms of the legality that would prevent them from being in other games, as we see with Kakarot, a new Dragon Ball game, a very recent Dragon Ball game. There was Towa and Mira in it, so I think the possibility of us seeing Towa and Mira, us seeing a Time Breaker Bardock, is still something that we could get in Legends, which is actually very hype and really cool. There are cool characters from superheroes, of course. I believe Cumber is not in Xenoverse. He's like a superheroes character that we wouldn't be able to get, but Towa and Mira are still a possibility, it seems. We could get a Xenoverse tag. I think that would be something that a lot of people are interested in, because Xenoverse shares, as I said, when I looked up the relationship between Xenoverse and Heroes, it's that Heroes takes a lot of stuff from Xenoverse, but that doesn't make it Heroes. So we could see it in Legends, I presume. Again, I wasn't able to find like a very distinctive legal document or something explaining it all to me. So I believe it's still possible we could see Towa and Mira, or like a Time Breaker Bardock, or even, you know, the Supreme Kai of Time. I think it's still incredibly possible that we could get a Xenoverse tag and see characters such as this, which I would love. That would be super hype. I would so be down for a Towa, man. You don't even know, man. Oh my goodness, dude. So much CC, so much CC would be dropped on a Towa. But so I think just because Super Dragon Ball Heroes doesn't seem to be in the cards as for what we're going to be getting in Legends, that doesn't rule out Kakarot. Again, if there's someone who maybe knows more about the legality of it, feel free to let me know. Could always be down to see, but from what I could find, I don't think that these characters from Xenoverse are necessarily stopped from being in Legends. Again, we just got them in Kakarot, and Kakarot is not like Dokkan, where Dokkan had that pre-existing relationship with Heroes before they changed whatever legal agreements they had, and so that's why you see these characters in Kakarot. I think it's still, again, super possible we see them. Another popular tag people were thinking of was like a manga tag, characters we've seen in the manga and not necessarily the anime, and that, of course, you know, has Super Saiyan Goku Black. It's a popular one that was in the manga that we didn't see in the anime. I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't know how many characters. I mean, I suppose with the manga tag, that could also then mean all of the stuff we've gotten in Dragon Ball Super that hasn't come out yet. So, like, Moro. I mean, if you're waiting for the... I think everyone knows about Moro. But if you're, like, waiting for the anime to come out and you haven't read the manga, and I guess you don't want to be spoiled, we don't even know when Dragon Ball Super anime is coming back out, but I guess I'm going to be mentioning some characters here that are in the manga that haven't come to the anime yet. But Moro, I guess, would be one that could be considered manga, because we haven't gotten the anime from it. Oh, what is... I know... Gas is a character. He's a antagonist. What did you... Granola. That's your name. Granola Bar Man. Granola, that would be a manga character. So, manga has some cool characters, you know, since... And then including the stuff that I mentioned, like Super Saiyan, Goku Black. So there's some cool stuff we could get from manga. I wouldn't be against that. I'm not necessarily sure that's at the top of my list. It's really kind of tough to think what they would be, the new tag, because there are many, many possibilities. And if it is something big, like I'd say big changes would be adding a Xenoverse tag, because then you could get Towa and Mira, Supreme Kai of Time, you know, time patrolling, stuff like that, stuff you see in the Xenoverse games. If it is manga, you could get stuff like Gas, like Granola, like Moro. You could get, those are like big characters people have been wanting to see. Or maybe it's a more kind of specific tag. Someone has said like a world martial arts tournament tag, where we get, you know, Jackie Chun and other people from Dragon Ball, you know, the Dragon Ball Saga. I've seen Red Ribbon Army tag as someone posed that as a possible tag. That wouldn't be as, like, I'd say the world tournament tag, a Red Ribbon Army, something more kind of narrowed down and specific isn't as cool, of course, obviously, as like a manga tag where we get characters like Moro, or a Xenoverse tag where we get characters like Towa and Mira. Because these guys, I feel like more people would be like, okay, these guys are cool, than Jackie Chun. No offense to Jackie Chun. I'm sure there are a lot of fans of Jackie Chun. I just think more people would find, you know, Towa, Mira, Supreme Kai Time, Moro, Gas, Granola to be cooler. I suppose, I guess isn't Black Frieza in the manga too? So that would be, I think, infinitely cooler to people than perhaps a Jackie Chun or a, Red Ribbon Army. I've just seen a whole lot of people mentioning really original Dragon Ball tags, because we don't have a whole lot of original Dragon Ball characters in the game, and it's the start of Dragon Ball, so there are, of course, people who like that and who want to see those characters in the game. I would love to see those characters in the game, but I would say I would prefer to see Toa and Mira in the game right now, because, Timebreaker Bardock, Supreme Kai of Time, Moro, Granola, Frieza Black Frieza, whatever you want to call him. I just feel like those would be more hype and cooler to use than, Jackie Chun. But Jackie Chun would be cool too, and I know there's a lot of people who want to see that. So let me know what you think. Do you think it's going to be a big tag? Do you think it's going to be something like Xenoverse or a manga tag where we get super hype characters people have been wanting to see? Or do you think it's a more kind of niche tag, like a World Martial Arts Tournament, like a Red Ribbon Army, or just anything they haven't already put into the game that maybe isn't as big of a addition to the game as, Xenoverse or manga would be? Let me know what tag you think it's going to be in the comments down below. Would love to see your thoughts. Honestly, it's really tough for me to try and pick which one I think is like the odds-on favorite, because there are so many possibilities. It could even be one I'm not even thinking right now in my brain. It's really tough. But I guess I'll say, what would I like to see the most? Honestly, if Xenoverse is something they could do, which I think it definitely is, because if they're in Kakarot, I don't see why they couldn't be in Legends, then I would love to see that. And I would love to see a Toa, a Mira, and the other, Xenoverse characters that aren't exclusive or aren't part of Super Dragon Ball Heroes that aren't allowed, the people that are in Xenoverse that are allowed to be in the game, because I know Heroes takes a lot from Xenoverse. And yeah, I couldn't also pull up a list, by the way, of just specific Xenoverse characters or specific Heroes characters to show you like people who can't be in or could be in, because whenever I search Xenoverse character list, it gives every character that's in Xenoverse, which includes just like normal Goku, which obviously Goku is allowed to be in the game. So it was tough. I couldn't find like specific lists that include, the Xenoverse specific characters or the Hero specific characters. I don't know why I feel like that's something I should be able to find, but I couldn't find it in the list. So, but yeah, if you play Xenoverse, you probably know some of the Xenoverse characters. If you're super into Super Dragon Ball Heroes, you probably then know some of the people that are from Super Dragon Ball Heroes specifically that we can't get in the game. But I would love to see this. I would think Xenoverse would be really cool. Manga would be cool too, obviously, especially if it includes the stuff from or Dragon Ball Super, I mean. If it includes the stuff from Dragon Ball Super, like Moro and stuff, I think manga could be cool. If it doesn't include the new stuff that hasn't been animated, like Moro, Gas, Black Frieza, and it's just kind of stuff like the more kind of niche things like Super Saiyan Rose, that wouldn't be as cool for me. So we'll see. I'm excited to see what it is. Again, let me know what you guys think. It is very sad we won't be getting Heroes in the game, at least most likely. Again, still entirely possible that they could work something out, or some sort of deal goes down, but I don't think it's likely based on what Rhyme has said that Heroes can't ever happen on Legends just because of the legality of it. So that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, plenty of tags that you all are probably hoping or thinking of that I didn't even mention in this video. So let me know in the comments down below who you want to see in the game. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for another video. We're going to get back on videos here, baby, almost every single day. So the grind's starting up again. December was not a good month. Not a good month for the YouTube. But we're going to be back. Also, I stream live over on Twitch. So that's almost every day as well, actually. So would love to see you guys over there. I do lots of gameplay. It's all gameplay, actually. I don't really normally post me playing Legends on here, because normally I'm just kind of running the same teams, and I don't think you guys want to watch me just run my Fusions team all the time necessarily in video form. But I don't know, maybe do. Let me know in the comments if you did. But yeah, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, all that YouTube stuff. And I hope you all are staying happy and healthy, having the best of days. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.